Okay, now we have a special lecture on why Thailand is a new destination for Indian tourist market by Chachanok Thong Samrit, the Deputy of Tourism of Thailand, Chiang Mai office.
Keep talking.
How much time do you have?
It's never too late to love again.
This trip was amazing. Too bad you ruined it.
But it may not be easy.
You tell me you're scared. You tell me you're weak. But I know you're stronger.
Meet my new love.
Hello, Paul. Nice to meet you.
What
Hope
you
you're having a
think,
wonderful time in Thailand.
and I know it's
I don't know what to do. I think she's gonna leave and
yeah, I know
Go get her,
it's
Luna. Go
rough.
get her.
The new chapter of love begins again.
Guys, look, you're so cute. I saw something.
Take your time. Enjoy your sabbatical.
Thank you for giving me a break. Do you believe in the multiverse?
Monsters?
You should follow her.
welcome to you to my session. And on behalf of Tourism Authority of Thailand, I am very glad to be here today. And I want to introduce myself once again. My name is Chachanok Thongsamrit. I'm a Deputy Director of Tourism Authority of Thailand, Chiang Mai office. And for the first thing today, I'm so excited to talk about why Thailand is the new destinations for India tourist market. Okay, next one. Okay, for today, to kick things off, let's start by looking for the current situations in the Indian markets and giving an interviews. And the first one, to look at in the graphs, we can see that the total outbound travels of the India tourist market remains steadily at around 26 million people before the COVID-19 pandemic the pandemic hit. However, in 2019, there was a sharp decline due to the impact of COVID-19. Despite this, there are still more than 7 million people traveling to average. And we anticipate a gradual increase as the COVID-19 situation improves. On average, you have seen an increase of around 78% in our data analysis. We use the number of 2019 as a baseline for compare normal travel pattern to the current situations. And based on data collected by TAT Mumbai and Delhi, it's evident that the top 10 travel destinations for India tourists are primarily in the Middle East and with the USA following closely. Among the Asian countries, Indian tourists importantly visit Thailand, Singapore, and Malaysia. In 2019, Thailand attracted an average of 6.48% of India tourists, and following the COVID situations with severely disrupt travel, India tourists began returning to Thailand in 2022, and the average percentage of India tourists visiting Thailand in 2022 stood at 4%, ranking is the fifth among Asia countries, trailing behind Singapore. And on this graph, depicting India tourist arrival to Thailand by nationality, we can observe a gradual upward trend each year between 2017 and 2018. The average number of arrivals ranged from 1 to 1.5 million people. The peak growth occurred in 2019, reaching nearly 2 million arrivals before declining and ceasing entirely in April 2020 due to the COVID-19 situation. The travel resumed toward end in 2021 with the number of tourists begin to rebound, notably in June 2022 as indicated by the yellow line. This upward trajectory has continued into 2023, showing the gradual increase in arrival. And next one, as of 2023, the average number of Indian tourists visiting Thailand stand at 1.5 million people, indicating that the tourist situations had returned to normal and is expected to continue increasing. with the worth nothing and seeing high head average number of the trip to Thailand each year. And next one, you can look the top 5 most popular tourist destinations in Thailand are Bangkok, Chonburi, Phuket, Krabi, and Phang Nga. Secondary city in Thailand is with the potential include Phang Nga, Krabi, Phuket, excluding Patong Beach, สุราษฎร์ธานีเกาะสมุยเกาะเต่าเกาะพะงันประจวบคีรีขันธ์ at หัวหิน and กาญจนบุรี and of the India tourists traveling to Thailand 75% are free individual traveler while 24% are part of group tour among them 62% are first time visitor and while 67% are repeat visitor. And a popular activity includes enjoying Thai cuisine, vibrant nightlife, beach activity, spa treatment, and visiting holistic attraction respectively. These insights are derived from a survey project analyzing international tourist behavior in the first to the third quarter in 2023. And the potential segment of Indian tourists. Let's get the overview of Indian macroeconomic. India is poised to become a world of popular country with the estimated populations with 1.429 billion people by mid-2023, surpassing China is 1.426 billion people. As per the last 10 reports from UN, being the world's largest populations and with the fastest growing economy, India is the real boom and is yet to unfold. Economic projections indicate a growth of the 6% of the fourth quarter. And with burgeoning economic useful populations and expanding the class, India stands as a prime candidate and emerged as one of the most lucrative outbound tourism market globally. And the potential targets the tourists is the wedding tourist segment, comply and the MICE tourist segment and family tourist segment and the millennium traveler segment. And next one, India tourism showing the growing trend of the traveling abroad, particularly after conclusion of the Diwali festival from November 15, 2023 onward. Aligning with Thailand visa assumption policy, this travel trend is expected to continue until the Christmas and the New Year festival, which led 2023 in mid-February in the following years. And during this period, there will be significant influx of the wedding and MICE, the meeting, incentive group, conference and exhibitions, tourist group. And now, accessibility to Thailand. The current aviation situation between India to Thailand as of June 2023, before COVID, there were 10 airlines operating with around 13 India city connect to Thailand, and estimate about 300 flights per week at seating capacity of over 62,000 seats weekly. In the post-COVID situations as of May 2023, it showed that the 9 airlines which go first clouded but likely resume. connecting to 10 cities in India with Thailand. And the summaries of current flight from India to Thailand as of June 2023 show that from Bangkok to different cities in India, there are a total of 168 flights per week offered by 10 airlines such as Thai Airlines, Indigo, Air Asia SpiceJet, Air Vistara, Thailand Air, Nok Air, and Alaska Air, with a seating capacity around 36,000 seating per week from Phuket, and there are 14 flights per week to Delhi and Mumbai combined, with a total seating capacity of 2,526 per week. Weekly flight and seating capacity for India to Bangkok average 242 flights and 33,766 seats from Delhi, Kolkata, Jaipur, Bhubaneswar, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad และ Ahmedabad. And from India to Phuket, route from Delhi and Mumbai. And overall there's a total of 248 flights from Bangkok and 14 flights to Bangkok per week, with seat capacity of 36,542 and 2,026 respectively. And from this chart, the table leading the contributions of various airlines to the total numbers of the international flights and seats from India to Thailand. And so this year, actually we have key partners in India markets. Actually about such as Make My Trips, Creative Else My Trip, Thomas Cook, and the strategy and plan for this year. This year we are focusing on 3 strategic directions for India market: the resumption, the expansions, and high valuations and sustainability. And to make it simple, the resumption to focusing on special group like incentive groups and wedding group, TAT will also work more closely with online travel agency to promote the new destination like Phang Nga, Krabi, and Chiang Mai, including join hand together with ally partner to resume the operate the flight to new destinations. And the expansion, we will expand the market to the northeast regions of India like Guwahati, and high valuation and high value and sustainable. We will be launch campaign celebration with care, and for the wedding celebration and honeymoon segment. And like I have mentioned about northeast part of India and previous slide, this map is show the targeted areas of the plan to earn more tourist income for this market. And the highlight city is Kolkata, Jaipura, Amritsar, Raipura, Bhubaneswar, Guwahati, and Khaya will exercise more marketing activity. The next one, TAT will be push more effort on campaign more frequent and wider together with our major partner like Make My Trips, L My Trips, Creative, and Thomas Cook in India. And these are the sample of what we're doing in the new market, with growing to sell the popular destination to the new visitor and the first timer, And we offering the new things of the royal customer to join campaign with travel agency and online travel agency. And we match the B2B promotions as well. And for about Chiang Mai. In Chiang Mai, actually, we all through, it may not be the right, the not direct forecasting point for India tourists, but now we not have the direct flights from India to Chiang Mai. But we're ready to welcome all to welcome all to tourists with a capacity over 34,000 rooms available from 600 hotel. Chiang Mai board readiness to term of accommodations. Chiang Mai also offer the diverse range of product and tourism service, including various kind of activities such as flower garden catering with the wedding and honeymoon group, and elephant valley tourism for experience learning with the elephant to the millennial target group. And Chiang Mai is the festival city and the worst kind of gastronomy, nightlife and cafe lifestyle, and especially the wellness and holistic core. And finally, Thailand has been a popular destination for India tourists for several reasons, and this factor may continue to contribute is the appeal to India tourist market. And actually, finally, I think the visa policy and the facility smoother travel planning for India tourists is better for the tourists. And today, I trust my presentations this morning has provided a valuable insight, a better understanding of relationship between Thailand as a destination and India visitor. And before we conclude, I would like to share a sample of the amazing Thailand video promotion and exclusively available for viewing in India and neighboring regions. And let's take the breaks, and thank you for your attention and invite me to here today.
I have a relationship in Thailand. It's a love for the people, for the food, the beautiful nature, and the places. I've cultivated a beautiful relationship in Thailand. What will yours be?
Okay, thank you once again, and thank you for your attention.
Thank you for your lecture, and for now we have a question and an answer. Do you have any question?
Thank you for a very nice presentation. About the flight connectivity, I think you showed figures up to May and June 2023. So I would add an update. Pre-COVID, we had about 300 flights per week to 14 destinations in India from Thailand, from Bangkok and Phuket. And post-COVID now, it is now to 19 destinations in India from Bangkok and Phuket. And we have average weekly number of flights have gone up to 419. Yeah. Thank you.
Anyone have questions? We still have 5 minutes.
Thank you very much. It's easy. This is not related to tourism. I hope that's okay. But India economic development, it's easy to observe very high levels of FDI flowing into India over the past several years, post-COVID, past decade. Does anyone care to comment on the nature of the mutual FDI, bilateral FDI relationship between either Thailand and India or ASEAN and India? Thank you so much.
Yeah, Ms. Chitchanok, Deputy Director of TAT Chiang Mai. Okay, this is a simple question to you. I mean, regarding tourism, many Indians, they have time, they are ready to come, particularly younger generation. To be honest, many times they face the problem. See, I'm just telling you honestly. When they come, they didn't know where to go to get the form also. So we need some Thai students or Chiang Mai University students to give information in at least 3 or 4 languages, where they get down from the flight, where they have to go for the queue, where they will get the form, whether they have to pay the money in cash, US dollar, Thai baht, or whether they will accept credit card or any payment on so on things. So even I will come across these information, but I'm just telling you seriously, the current generation, they are ready to go, but they just want few information which is very, very closer towards the airport. Not inside Chiang Mai, not inside Thailand. Thailand is very friendly, I'm 100% sure. But inside the airport, they didn't know how to follow through the queues or follow through the airport, by which many people feel bad for that 5 minutes or 10 minutes, they hesitate to travel. So that we already expressed this information to Aerothai also, Tourism Authority of Thailand. But if we make some information, small videos in few languages, surely you will see 100 times improvement in tourism in Thailand. That is our request to you as well. Yeah, thank you so much. A nice presentation.
Okay, thank you again for your special lecture from Kun Chachanok Thongsamrit. And now we come to the next special lecture on the topic Chiang Mai's impact on India-ASEAN relationship by Dr. Siva Shankar Ramasamy, lecturer, International College of Digital Innovation, Chiang Mai University. Please welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for sparing your time to me. I think I will come across many of the points which you have been imagining. And if there is any master students or research students who are present over here, you can take notes or you can take the PPT. But I'm not going to give information, as these people have a lot of knowledge, so they gave you a lot of information and knowledge. But I will put you a lot of questions in your mind. And some of the questions will give you some articles in the future. I'm sure about that. So, to be honest, I love Chiang Mai. Particularly, there are a lot of opportunities from the different parts of the world come towards me, but I choose Chiang Mai because it's very close to my heart, emotionally, physically. Let me go towards the vision of Chiang Mai. I'm giving the presentation in English. So if you wish, you can have the PPT later. You can avoid taking photos. Don't waste your time. I will give, the PPT is yours. And city of prosperity, city of smile. Before 2014, I never smiled. For any photograph, they ask me, smile, smile, show your teeth. I'll just do like this. I never know how to smile. After coming to Chiang Mai, I started to smile. I heard this from many of my Russian friends who come to Chiang Mai. Some people ask, why always Chiang Mai people are smiling? Why? What is behind? Why they are smiling? And I say, I had the same question before 2014, but now I'm okay. This is the city which gives you happiness. This city have vibration, honestly speaking. So, lot of people are investing here silently. That is the one thing which I'm telling you, particularly many of my Chinese students are investing in Chiang Mai because they felt sentiment. If they invest 1 yuan, it will go into 10 yuan within 5 years. You believe it or not, you can ask many of my professors from various parts, they used to say this, particularly Chinese professors. Let me tell you very simply, don't care about the numbers, you just think there are a lot of sub-districts, lot of municipal office, lot of administration which comes inside Chiang Mai. And for your information, our Chiang Mai University is a different municipality under Chiang Mai's mind. Thailand have smart city projects. Chiang Mai University is more focused smart city project around the world. A lot of people have invested in here. The reason is because of it is strategically connected from different parts of destination. Approximately 26 countries invested in Chiang Mai legally. So I don't know how many of you know about these three kings. They formed Chiang Mai in almost 750 years ago. The middle one is Paya Mangrai, and one is Paya Namuang, and one is Paya Ruang. So they thought that let us not fight again and again for simple conflict. Let us sit together, confirm something. Let us think towards the progress. There they stopped all the small conflict, and on a beautiful full moon day, they proposed to Chiang Mai and they formed Chiang Mai. Okay. Without China, I cannot talk or discuss my topic. And you can see, China started to find out all the important port cities in the world, port harbors in the world. They started to find out the links. They know that wherever you connect a city through port, you can able to share a lot of products, and you can share money, you can share culture, and you can also inherit a lot of money from there, and also you can invest money in there. Okay. What about Chiang Mai? We didn't have ports. What are we going to do? We have airport, we have road link. So this is the information which we got from sister city project of Chiang Mai, connecting important universities in and around Asia particularly. I'm skipping Middle East, don't mistake me. I'm concentrating only on South Asia. You can see the universities, you can see our university also in here. They started to find out sharing knowledge, sharing applications, particularly for money transactions. Okay, why they wanted to do it? They want to invest money. When they wanted to invest money, don't take it serious, but this is reality. They want to avoid euro and US dollar. So they wanted to find out applications which can skip euro and US dollar, and which can able to take their money or invest their money in their own currency. So that is the project indirectly come. It comes up to Singapore and Malaysia. That is a good strategy which we have to learn as well. Okay. As all the previous speakers told, there are a lot of cultural sharing, festivals sharing, and also language sharing and food sharing, which we cannot claim today that any food is from some other country, which is shared almost and followed by all the people around South Asia. Where you can see all the ports were connected, not now, before 1500 or 1300 years ago. So you can see a lot of ways, pathways on the coastal line have been connected. This is before 1300 years, not today. You can see all the names. When you read the names, you can see some connectivity over there. For example, Suratani, Surat. Kanchanapuri, Kanchipuram. Ayodhya, Ayutthaya. Lot of things. I didn't want to just mention one or two here. Okay, this is one thing. In 2020, when they started to, after COVID pandemic, they wanted to see how the ports are connected. Again, I'm telling you, don't think about any country, only think about port. When someone wanted to send a product to another port, they make sure the address is correct, the information is shared from one port to another, who is going to share the key of that particular product, what is the amount or a currency which they sharing or paying for that particular product, who will be receiving it, what is the mobile number, who will be the person's identity. So all these informations are shared as a metadata, a data about data. So when I present myself, I say I am Shiva, it is just a name. And when I mention my mobile number, it is some other's mobile number. I didn't create the mobile. I didn't create the mobile service provider. I am using someone else's service. I'm using someone else's provider, but I'm paying for it every time. Government is authorizing me that you can use this place, you can use this port to transport your knowledge or transport your product by paying the fees to both the port, not only one port. So when I am paying, for example, 100 baht in India, I am paying 50 baht for India and 50 baht for Thailand. The same thing China is also doing. So all these things, they make sure all the ports are connected. We came to a conclusion, we can reduce the port exercises, airport exercises, duty payment to increase our morality or increase our productivity. Okay, let me leave this and go over here. How Thailand or India and of course China are making sure that we are coming under a same umbrella to find out or increase our economy, particularly GDP. Not all the states or provinces, but some provinces. You can see over here, ASEAN is a member which is very open in their transactions, which have members in it, and some members in ASEAN are commonly collected in BIMSTEC, which is Bengal Initiative for Technology and Enhancing the Knowledge. You can see here, lot of Eastern countries, Middle East countries, South Asian countries, and South Asian countries are members, and they are trying to cooperate to increase their economy and increase their transportation, increase their knowledge sharing to improve themselves. Let me go to this one. I hope you know what is it. Association for Southeast Asians. Okay. I'm honestly speaking, I don't know how many of you visited all the nations in here, but you can start from Myanmar, Laos, Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia. Luckily, Thailand is one nation which is almost following central or neutral policies towards many major powers. For example, I'm just taking two countries which you may know, China and US. Thailand won't give more priority to US, and Thailand won't give more priority to China as well. Perfect example, Chiang Mai. You can see the foreign residents in Chiang Mai. You can see equally same weightage for US residents and Chiang Mai residents. Maybe in future Indians will be there, don't worry, okay? But likewise, all these share the sea area and also port area for less exercise duty. Particularly improving the GDP. They can reduce the price and also improving the GDP of every farmer or every citizen in this ASEAN. Next one is BIMSTEC. Why Chiang Mai is again related to BIMSTEC, I will tell you slowly, but at the same time you can see here, India, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, and Thailand. Thailand is the city, particularly Bangkok. They can connect to all the places by airport, one facility. And the Gulf of Thailand, we have port, and they are building another port, which is preserving or accepting goods from all the countries in BIMSTEC. That is more positive for Thailand particularly. What about Chiang Mai? I will show you how Chiang Mai will be an important city within 5 years for sure. You can take Chiang Mai in your Google map. You can see 1,000 miles arc or 1,000 miles measurement around Chiang Mai. It is covering one of the most important cities in the world. I mean 50 major cities which is producing GDPs in the world, which is including almost 6 or 7 countries, which can the people can come inside, they can stay here, they can go out anytime. Thailand made a brilliant move, according to me. They give a free visa for 3 big trees, India, China, and Russia. Can you guess Asia's population? Can anyone just say overall Asia's population around the world's population in percentage? Just guess. Asia. 30, 50, 30, okay. According to proper statistics, 59% of the global population belong to Asia. And imagine that China, India, Russia, they covers, among 59, they cover 40%. So Thailand made a brilliant move, free visa for China, free visa for India, free visa for Russia. We think we are saving a lot, but Thailand say, no problem, you just come here, spend here, go there. Enough. 2,000 baht is nothing for Thailand if they compare to the spending or the time or the effort or the product which they are selling to every tourist from Thailand. Next one, many times as Tourism Authority of Thailand or Ajahn Padma, Ajahn Dipti, our consul, they have all mentioned why we have to again promote Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai have a lot of versatile things compared to Pattaya or Phuket. What we miss is family trips view of Indian customers or Chinese customers. Chinese customers know already Chiang Mai is a place for family. They started to come with family. And for us, we have to make documents or videos or any platform which is digitalized, which can be shared towards the world. Make sure use this term family, because we Asians, not only Asians, nowadays entire world, they are giving importance for their family. Though individual man, individual women cannot travel around the world, when they are family, they can share and they can have their good time in a leisure holidays or something. Make sure you are using the term family. Another term which is very important, I will tell you later. Second one is natural trip. Chiang Mai have hot springs, Chiang Mai have elephants, Chiang Mai have tigers, Chiang Mai have zoo, and I don't know how many of you know this, Chiang Mai have 1,000 temples. The city of 1,000 pagoda or 1,000 vihars. Very few countries have this speciality, and anyone can enter into the temple. They can go there, sit there, do meditation, come out. Except a few very prohibited things, they can go to any temples. Particularly in Chiang Mai, many of the temples are opened at night also. For example, Wat Lok Moli. Anyone can go and do meditation over there at night, midnight. And there are many places where historically preserved places are still available in Chiang Mai. For example, Wat Lok Moli. Wat Palad. Very preserved temple. And there are many temples yet to be discovered in Chiang Mai. Please give every detail of the temple. Give a historical note. Don't forget the roots. Give historical note of it, by which people will start to come. And I don't know how many of you know that or not. Doi Sudep is #1 sentiment destination for Chinese as well. Whether you go to temple or not, Chinese New Year, they will go. Because they consider that there is a dragon egg still available in Doisude. Some of my professors used to say when they are coming over there. And I want you to remember again the terms. Chiang Mai city have condominium which can be bought by a foreigner. Again, I'm telling you, many people didn't know that. As a foreigner, they can buy condominium, not apartment. We have to say, now Chiang Mai is occupied by 46% of foreigners. I mean condominium. Next one, please say this term to every one of your friends. Safest city for solo lady tourist. Safest city, only Chiang Mai city. Be confident and tell this. And safest city for bicycling. I mean, compared to the world's statistics, bicycle accidents are very, very less in Chiang Mai. And bicycling, people who used to come here, they go for a lot of bicycling tours around Chiang Mai. And we have always event from Taipei Gate every Sunday, which you have to tell your people. Next one, safest city for retired foreigners, because they can get their insurance, they can go for weekly checkup. When there is an emergency, they can easily call by line application or WhatsApp as well. For example, I'm not promoting any hospital, but I'm just telling you, there are hospitals in Chiang Mai, particularly Chiang Mai Ram Hospital, Bangkok Hospital, and even Maharat Hospital. They are providing 24/7 support for retired foreigners. And we have consulates in Chiang Mai. It is mean that they have legal connection, and when there is any tourist or when there is any citizen from these country, when they face issue, they are trying to say immediately 24/7. For example, China, India, Japan, Myanmar, and United States. So these consulates are powerful and they are supporting their residents 24/7. It is mean that Chiang Mai is having a very legal connection with these countries and they can provide any support at any time. Means these are all the roots which show the strong strengthened communication between multilateral communications. Now, I'm sorry for the small font. How a tourism or an international index can be improved. These are all parameters, you can have it later, but I will tell you one by one. We have business environment for sure. First one is property business. Second one is foreign trade policy. Chiang Mai have that. And Chiang Mai Chamber of Commerce, they always approve an application within 3 months. This is statistics with legal opinion. Next one is safety and security. I should not mention this, but I'm just telling you, when you have time, go for a term called as Global Peace Index. The Global Peace Index parameter will give by country as well and also city as well. Chiang Mai stands in a high ranking compared to Thailand. So there are less crimes compared to many other cities in the world. Next one is health and hygiene. According to my observation, so usually the garbage collections are removed every night without disturbing any public transport. And hospitals are always open. We have a very clean water. And I'm sorry to say, we still have pollution, but we will be fixing that within few years for sure. That except 3 months, we have a very clean air in Chiang Mai as well. Roads are clean as well. Now, one issue we have to still think, those who wanted to do business, those who wanted to do business in future, concentrate on this particular parameter. Still we have a problem. I should not exaggerate Chiang Mai. Still we have a human resource problem in service industry of tourism. Agriculture industry of Chiang Mai still have a staff problem, human resource problem. If you want to do a business, concentrate on this for next 5 years. Last one, ICT readiness. Still, I will go to the next level, but I will tell you what is the information and communication technology readiness of Chiang Mai. People know how to use digital mobile. People are using digital banking, but when the tourists come here, sometimes they didn't know what to use. For example, Still, Chiang Mai University is doing a project, even Major University is doing a project. We are trying to make all the red bus or a red taxi drivers to accept QR code for digital payment. We are asking all the tuk-tuk drivers to go for QR code acceptance, and also some people who have a POS machines also. That is very important for ICT readiness. Restaurants should have POS machine and multiple payment acceptance system. Tourism department should also do the same thing. Particularly, don't take it in a wrong manner, immigration should also follow the same thing. I saw many times in immigration area, they say only cash. So people, they have everything, credit card, QR code, digital bank, everything, but they say only cash. Then they have to run back again. There is no ATM also near immigration sector. I'm sorry. Next one is, no doubt Chiang Mai is one of the global tourism hub, and we have international airport. Again, I'm telling you, we have top good universities in Chiang Mai, which can able to produce people who can be part of Chiang Mai and who is improving the GDP. One more thing, Chiang Mai students, they study well, but they go to another province and improving the GDP, not Chiang Mai. So there is a complaint from a lot of the parents also. When they finish education, they are not staying in Chiang Mai, they are going to Bangkok or some other world. They are not staying in Chiang Mai. Maybe in future, if you finish your education, find a business in Chiang Mai, improve Chiang Mai. We will be happy as well. Next one, we have airport, excellent airport, and Airport Authority of Thailand is building another airport near Lamphun. That is for your information. So when you wanted to do a business, try to find a business between Chiang Mai and Lamphun and Chiang Mai and Mae Sot. So these two corridors is going to develop as our consul said, there are a lot of corridors in India, there are a lot of corridors in China. Likewise, we want now Chiang Mai have to improve that corridor, like Chiang Mai Lamphun corridor and Chiang Mai Mae Sot corridor should be improved within 5 years. When the people are coming here, they didn't know where to invest, whom should they contact, and the government have to open investment platform to accept multiple funding agencies throughout the world, and they must need officers who got a highest education, which is particularly on investment sector. So they should finish their human resources courses as well. They must finish their finance courses as well. And also they should know how to accept investment with financial clarity and transparency. Next one, we have natural resources, but again I'm telling you, same parameter is going over there. We have road, no problem. We have airport, okay, fine. Do we have a ground support infrastructure that is lagging in Chiang Mai? For example, authorized places for motorcycle or a car manufacturing units is not available. We didn't need, but we need service centers. So we think that mechanic or automobile service is a low level job. No, it's not. So automobile service center is a high profile job which people have to work on more. So sometimes our students are not ready to work on that particular product. Creating infrastructure. For engineers, we depend on another engineer. Don't mistake me. If there is a property dealer in Chiang Mai, if they look for a civil engineer, they don't trust Chiang Mai civil engineer. They ask civil engineer to come from Bangkok. No. We have to trust our civil engineering, and we have to ask the building to be built in a Chiang Mai style. Make sure that our engineering marvels are going high, and we have to give more support to our students. So if you are looking for an agricultural expert, you have to ask for a major university expert or a Chiang Mai university expert. Don't take it in a wrong manner. Our students have a lot of confidence, lot of knowledge, but their expressions on sharing the knowledge is less. So we have to make sure they are sharing their expression on their knowledge, which is that particular parameter, ground support or ground port infrastructure with human beings. Next one, tourism services, we are doing extraordinary, honestly speaking. We are doing extraordinary. And as I told you already, whenever you see a lot of people when they come from abroad, they say Pattaya was their tourist destination, Phuket was their tourist destination, and they didn't know Chiang Mai. As our consul and also our transport tourism authority, they told they didn't know about Chiang Mai because we are not saying it. And one of the hard terms which I tell you from Dr. Nopasit, he say, we are not purposely encouraging Chiang Mai tourism. One day I asked, why? Because we want peace. We didn't want many foreigners to come to Chiang Mai. You believe it or not, that is the term which was given by most people. They didn't want more tourists here. But we have to increase more tourists, not only for us. The people who are living in Chiang Mai, they have to increase their GDP. When a lot of people are coming, even they are a baby tourist or a spending tourist, they are going to give a lot of money to the local drivers, taxi drivers, restaurants, street foods, local craftsmen, local tourist areas. So they will give a lot of money. The people will live with peace. When the people have enough money, enough food, enough shelter, there won't be any fight. If there are less income, more crimes. So we have to think in that particular manner. And honestly speaking, we are still moving on the environmental sustainability. We will achieve within 5 years. But give a lot of ideas, give a lot of education to the people around you to reduce less plastics. And one thing I forgot to tell you, in Major University and also Chiang Mai University recent research, we are buying a lot of hot drinks in a plastic cover. We have to reduce it day by day by ourselves. We should have our own sustainable cups or plates, and we have to start to use that. And we should avoid plastics. If we do, then only people can do. So let us show, let us change it. And last one, we have to change something like a transport issue on a demand and also pressure on Chiang Mai. Local people, actually I have to appreciate, on an important festival, Chiang Mai people won't travel inside Chiang Mai. They will be out of Chiang Mai. Tourists will come here, they will travel around here. They have to find out the demand and they have to make sure whether we are giving enough solution to the tourist. For example, taxis, car, and also bike to them. And also we have to ask the police officials to accept some regulations or some relaxations on tourists on a particular festival time. So that's still to be done. Okay. Now, and I think I will come across one of your questions as well. I'm not giving the map. Take your time. Imagine this is Chiang Mai. First, let me start with China. And imagine this is a railway road. Imagine yourself, okay? I tried. Don't take it seriously. China is launching a railway road from particularly Chengdu, Kunming, and it's coming in between Myanmar and Laos, and it is crossing Chiang Mai. They couldn't cross Chiang Rai because of geographical issues, and they are coming towards Chiang Mai. And they go straight up to Bangkok. They didn't stop. They go up to Singapore and Malaysia. That is what they are doing. And this is a pilot project which they started many years ago. And Thailand, we have to appreciate Thailand. They stand very firm. Only Thailand engineers to be used in that particular project. That's one of the appreciating things we have to say. Same thing when India approached Thailand, they start linking a lot of northeastern cities, as you all told. Beautiful cities are there in India, northeastern cities. They are connecting the roads through there. They come inside Myanmar and they connect Mae Sot, Chiang Mai, and also India wanted to link 3 or 4 things. Vertically, they are connecting 3 or 4 countries. Horizontally, India is connecting 4 countries. So by which, when there is a city which is connecting many countries, imagine Chiang Mai's future in next few years. Both the countries have marginally accepted to finish their projects in 2027. And the red color is a railway road. The green color is a road network, road transport network. The blue color is a airway connections. So we have a 3-layer transport facilities for Chiang Mai from different countries. So according to our data from Aerotoy, Chiang Mai is going to connect 26 important destination cities which are in the high GDP within 2027. And they are also going to open personal flight chartered, which if they apply to Chiang Mai airport personally, helicopters, personal jets and so on. If they come at midnight, they are going to give a free parking. Let us see how the government is going to work. But this is how a lot of people started to invest here. A lot of countries started to already invest, but they have to find out the right forum, as I told you, right currency to invest over here with the blockchain technology. As I told you, blockchain technology is not a very big deal. It will have a lot of information, that's all. Who is investing, what is his ID, what is his contact number, what is his whereabout. All these informations will be given in a simple chip or a simple SIM card like that. So it will be there forever. No one can delete it. That's blockchain technology. Okay. As I told you already, notable festivals in Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is an international city, as they have Songkran and Loi Krathong for their traditional festival, and also they celebrate New Year, not only one New Year, they celebrate all the New Years. Thai New Year's, English New Year, Chinese New Year. Notable New Years in Chiang Mai, particularly CMU is also following the same. They celebrate Halloween night like anything, Christmas Eve and Christmas like anything, Buddha Purnima, Kartika Purnima, and Mahabucha Day. And you believe it or not, every year Chiang Mai University go to Doi Sudip by walk. Did you know that? Not even a football competition hit the highest hit rate on a television or a Facebook channel. That Chiang Mai University Doi Sudip walk record the highest hit on internet. So you should be proud about it, follow it always. And the next thing, I'm telling you, like we have Loi Krathong, Songkran. Same method, we carry Buddha in Thailand. So in India, some parts they carry Lord Vishnu. So don't think every god is same. So we have the same culture, like for Loi Krathong also, we have the lights in many places. On a same day, same night, in India, some places they light up the candle. Okay, scientifically I will tell you, before the harvest session, there are a lot of insects will be flying. To reduce the insects, people started to light the candle, by which insects will not go to the field, they will come inside the candle and die for it. I'm sorry to say, but this is reality. We have to accept it. Next one, how many languages and platforms we need in future? Again, I'm telling you, I'm not talking for India or ASEAN, I'm talking for entire world. Make sure we have platforms which have Mandarin, Russian, German, English, Hindi, French, Korean, Japanese and Burmese. We need platforms for all these things. When you create a website, make sure that website have at least these languages for translation, proper translation. One mistake I did, because some of my friends teach me wrong Thai purposely, I talked to a male police officer as Konsuwai. And they asked me to stand for 20 minutes and they make sure that I'm not a gay, then they allow me. So this is a simple mistakes which we do because we didn't know the language. So make sure we translate properly through humanities in different universities in Chiang Mai and launch our application. When you make a video, give subtitles at least in 5 languages. When you give a content, give subtitles in 5 languages. When you share a Facebook profile or some post, Instagram post, give it in certain languages, by which it will reach more people. If it is even wrong, some people will correct you. Okay. As Council and Transport Authority of Thailand, they told Bangkok is very busy always. To reduce the Bangkok airport exercises, we are increasing the Chiang Mai exercises and also Pattaya exercises within 3 years for sure. From May it is coming on, it's already approved, and Dr. Nopasit and our council, they initiated this process last year and it is approved by Government of Thailand and Government of India. And Government of China is very happy because they wanted to have a connected flight from China to Chiang Mai and Chiang Mai to India. So this Chiang Mai is not only taken by Thailand. Chiang Mai is almost taken by the entire world now. It is going to be a tourism hub. You will see a lot of competitions in future in education, research, investments, and also people in rich culture. So they find out all the airport traffic and they make sure what are all the cities which is very close to major cities which can have a direct investment between different countries. And one thing I have to say, a lot of Chiang Mai people didn't go to Buddha Gaya because they didn't want to go to Bangkok and go back to Patna or Buddha Gaya. When the Chiang Mai airport is ready to open, major concentration is for Chiang Mai airport to reach Buddha Gaya, which I told you already. When you put on an arc, Buddha Gaya is not more than 1,500 miles. When you go by road, you will go in 3 days in future. When you go by flight, you will go in 2 hours in future. So that is what they are trying to do. They are going to concentrate on many places. Now, I will come for again my own field. As I told you already, we are using only 24% of credit cards in Chiang Mai. And bank-based network transaction is only 2% for world tourists. Again, I'm telling you, not for Thai people, world tourists. They couldn't transfer money more than 2%. They suffer many times. And they always download or open a particular bank account to do their transactions, which we have to give them facilitate, and we have to improve our income. 2 times when they try to do payment, if the payment is not available, they will move to another shop. This is the normal psychology. We will ask, shall I give a credit card? They say no. They will move to another shop. That's all. So people have to make sure whether they are having digital wallet. When I am coming for digital wallet, I will go to the next one: shopping, food, leisure time, tourism payment, immigration, hospital. All these things are necessary. We have to make sure we can pay all those things. Okay. Now I'm little bit working for my country. Don't take it serious. Uniform payment interface is a system which is used in India, like US is using SWIFT transfer. We are, in the past 5 years, this uniform payment interface was accepted in Bhutan, UAE, Nepal, France, UK, Russia, Oman, Qatar, and Sri Lanka. As I told you already, Russia, China, and India started to share their basic trade between their currency, using their currency. Now, using the uniform payment interface, people started to use the digital method of QR payment in these countries, particularly started with Thailand. So we are very happy. From Singapore and Thailand, they started initiating the QR method. Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, Cambodia, Hong Kong, Taiwan, South Korea, and Japan. Exactly Southeast Asian nations. They accepted faster because they are already digitally grown. They accepted faster. Now, if we implant UPI in Chiang Mai, what is the benefit for Chiang Mai? Not only Indians, again I'm telling you, I'm not talking for Indian, I'm talking for Chiang Mai now. Not only Indians, all these country people can use UPI in here. So no need of credit card, no need of foreign bank accounts, no need of any other POS process. They can use UPI in Thailand for any tourism sector. So now Australia accepted and they are implementing. Imagine these many tourists, when they started to use UPI in Chiang Mai, automatically Chiang Mai is digital wallet service and also digital wallet habit will be increasing in future, particularly in Mae Sot and Chiang Mai. And one more thing, we have to appreciate Arab Monetary Fund. They started to use UPI for their foreign transactions and also regular payment services. Okay, now let us not go deeper. I'm telling you, people's outbound tourism from India, they are concentrating more on Thailand. After Singapore, they are concentrating more on Thailand. And particularly, particularly Indian nationals, male are traveling more and female are traveling very less. Honestly, I'm telling you, can you guess who will spend more, women or men? Female will spend more. Men have to earn. That is the nature. So when you say there are a lot of shopping in Chiang Mai, you will have a lot of money for sure. And as I told you already, this is the tourism air traffic network which will be happening after May. So as Council told, we will be having at least 8 cities within this year or next year. That is the information from Aerothai. They told they will directly come to Chiang Mai, Bangkok and also Pattaya, weekly twice. So you can encourage your friends if they wanted to come to Chiang Mai directly. No need to waste their time on Bangkok. No need to spend their effort on Bangkok. They can come to Chiang Mai. They can finish the clearance, immigration clearance within 25 minutes. Right? Okay. As I told you, she have already told about Indigo. So I'm leaving this, skipping this. And as I told you already, we have one of the best practices which is happening in the world in Chiang Mai. When you go to money exchange services in Chiang Mai, major places, the exchange fee is 0. Seriously, many times I just tried for sometime Indian money to USD or Indian money to Thai, but they are giving free. They didn't charge. Only few shops charge for it. And religious, we have excellent festivals. You have to make sure you are denoting that and showing to the family members around the world. Okay, as I told you already, we are connected by air, we are connected by road within 2027. What is the business which we can do within 2027 and applying on Chamber of Commerce Chiang Mai? Okay, let me skip this. As I told you already, comparative to blue economy, when we have a coastal tourism, what we can do, we can also do with Chiang Mai tourism. So we have water, and one thing I'm telling you, the GDP of coastal area is always high. I accept it. I'm not saying that Chiang Mai is going to earn like GDP like a coastal area, but we have our own GDP level. We have agriculture, we have natural herb, we have services which only we can provide over here, like hot springs, the stay here, and practicing Dhamma, practicing all the like Thai cooking style or Muay Thai, and also Lana Jong festival, Lana dance festival, Lana art making festival. Everything can be only driven here in northern Thailand, not only in Chiang Mai, northern Thailand. So make sure we are able to do it. One more thing we have to do it, we have to make sure we are using a lot of solar panels, and we should not use wind energy. We have to use a lot of solar panels for everything. So all the buildings and all the things. Okay. What is the benefit which we are going to get from air corridor between India and ASEAN? Not only in India and ASEAN, India, ASEAN and China. So we are saving our night travel particularly. We are saving our money, time, and also stay on a particular hotel in Bangkok. Digital nomads can come here and work on Saturday, Sunday. Again, I'm telling you, Saturday, Sunday, they can come here and work also. Research can be developed for sure. Meetings can be held here. International meetings and international conferences can be held here. Next one, software companies can register in Chiang Mai with reduced taxes and exercises fee. India BeamStech is already booming and India ASEAN is booming. We have to find out the investment between this corridor, agriculture or anything. Goods and demands can be supplied by Mekong River project and also road and also air within this time. And herbs and medicines are here. We can export that or exchange between India, China and ASEAN. Next one, university exchanges must be improved. This is not enough. We have to improve a lot. We have to talk between all the universities in Chiang Mai or northern Thailand. We have to try to exchange between the world. and students and staff visit can be increased by we should have a student or a university dormitory, particularly for foreign people. Lab and data exchanges should be shared. For example, many scientific research people here, they wanted to do lab exercises, they can visit multiple countries. For example, the people who are from science faculty, I hope you know that, and people who are from finance faculty, they have to make sure they can visit foreign exchange areas and they have to talk to the experts over there. And next one, to be honest, we cannot leave Myanmar like this. People on Asia or India and China have to talk to Myanmar government to resolve all the things, and they have to connect the road as soon as possible. And air and road is connected, by which Chiang Mai need to have an immigration point near Mae Sot. It is my opinion. And the people who are coming through road can use that immigration point as such possible. I hope all the consulates will have a subordinate unit near Mae Sot when they uses the railway or a road entry into Thailand. We need that actually. And we have a chain of religious team. We can exchange as monks, we can exchange as practices, and festival exchanges can be also done. And again, I'm telling you, this is a connected, fully connected graph. Those who know mathematics, you can know that. When these countries connected and when these countries reduce their exchange rates, Asia will gain as soon as faster without imaginary number. And as I told you, you believe it or not, sometimes you may not think it. India didn't have only 4 neighbors, it have almost like 12 or 15 members. By road, some borders are connected. By water, some waters are connected. Likewise, China also having the same mentality. They are not only connected by road or a land, they connected by water. Thailand also have to think like that. We are not only connected by road, we connected by a lot of waters. We have to make sure everyone is in our border. And as Ajahn Nisit told one time, there is everyone's greed. Chiang Mai should be having more GDP than Bangkok. Greedy, yeah, of course. But someday we will do. Not Krung Thep. They have to say Chiang Mai Puchai, Chiang Mai Puing. So they have to look forward to have a Chiang Mai friend or a Chiang Mai businessman in future. So we have to make sure the visa policies are already succeeded. The road and railway air connectivity is done. But what we have to do is generate more job to work on all the departments, not only on tourism department, mechanics, chemistry, physics, finance, digital nomads, and so on things. Agriculture is more important. Sometimes we miss that. We have to make sure all our students are also practicing the agriculture as well, as a hobby at least. So we have to make sure we have a cultural belt, make sure that we respect all the people when they are coming as an inbound expats. So enough for us, as Chiang Mai University is following a lot of SDG goals. So make sure whenever we take a project, when we write a proposal, use these particular SDG goals when we write to Thailand or the world's cooperation or organizations. Thank you so much for your time. I'm sorry if I wasted a lot of time of you. Sorry. Any queries, please? If you ask a query, I will buy you a coffee by evening.
Thank you to Ajahn Dr. Siva Shankar Ramasamy. So right now, do you have any questions?
I have a little question. I would like to know what prospects you see for the little town of Mae Sot and in how many years?
Sir, actually, I think some of our officials already visited there. Mae Sot is in past known for lot of exchanges between the food and delivery, and this time I have to say one important person. His name is the past king, Adulya Tej Bhumipol Rama, the King 9. So we have to appreciate him because he's the one who converted opium transition towards the vegetable and also the fruits. So we always read about him. He is the person who started Vetiver project, which some of you might know it. He started reducing the deforestation. Mesat is the place where it's meet the border also. And I forgot to tell you, we have 9 beautiful tribe communities in Chiang Mai province. 9 beautiful tribe communities. 2 of the main communities are staying near Mesot. So they are producing, each community is producing different type of vegetable. And they live only there, they won't come to the town. When you wanted to have a craft, you have to reach a community. When you want to have a coffee bean, you have to reach a community. When you want to have a mushroom, you have to reach a community. Likewise, Mesat is a place where all the people bring the market goods over there. And again, I'm telling you, as we gone with the Thai officials, we can go into the Myanmar border up to some extent with the escort of Myanmar army itself, still now legal. We can come back without stamp. You can just go, but you have to apply there properly. So every community, as I told you, I'm sorry for forgetting their names. Every community in Chiang Mai is giving some GDP to Chiang Mai tourism, not only to Chiang Mai people. The people, when they are coming from foreign, they are buying a lot of crafts, they go to their country and they are selling in the name of Chiang Mai. They didn't say that, if, for example, if UK tourist is coming here, they say this is from Thailand or a Chiang Mai, from a particular community or a particular tribe. So that is what we have to learn from Mesot area. For example, we need a lot of establishments in Mesot area. For example, networks we still need, travel agents we need, staying area we need, and property, as I told you already, Chiang Mai and Mesot, we need a corridor to extend the transport from here and also staying places over there. And as I told you already, when we develop application or a mobile application interface, we have to give this application interface to all the communities in Chiang Mai province. We cannot just use ourselves. We have to go there, train them. That is what Chiang Mai University have to do in the next 5 years. They have to reach there, they have to show the application, they have to say how to use it. By language, by verbal, or by images as well. So we have to give them. When the tourists are going there, when they wanted to buy, they have to make sure they can use that application. That is what I'm even encouraging WeChat Pay, Alipay, UPI, Swift have to do that. So for me, Mesot will be a special economic zone in between Chiang Mai. So let us see how it goes, and with our officials, we can hope it will go better. Yes, please, yeah.
Thank you. I found your introduction of the, at least to me, the UPI payment interface very interesting. Do you have a minute to expand upon that further? Maybe its origin, its current application. Is it mostly domestically within India, tourism, commerce, things of that nature? And what do you feel the potential of that is within ASEAN or even as a global payment mechanism? I think there's a big void for that, perhaps. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. As you told, before COVID, we were less, honestly speaking, we Indians were using less digital wallets. Not only Indians, Cambodia, many other countries, we didn't trust wallets, honestly speaking. We didn't trust internet. But after COVID, we didn't have any other choice of touching the currency in Thailand also. So they started to use the wallets as a pilot project. Many people got even scammed by the QR code also. You believe it or not, in Thailand, I met many times, when they see me, they say, can you show me the screenshot once again? Because they fear. Many people already cheated the elders. Taxi drivers particularly, local vendors many times. Likewise, it's happened in India in a lot of scale because of our population. So when the people started to know how they recheck their balance, that is what the uniform payment interface give the chance to make sure the pop-up image, pop-up message, that is what I'm telling you in a technology side. When we get the information, we have to make sure the confirmation message. When I get a money from for a deposit, it have to pop up immediately. Shiva, you got 50 baht. So that makes them feel better. So after long feedback, that is happening. Like SWIFT makes sure whether we have the transaction ID, date, time, seconds, and microseconds. Likewise, now UPI is doing. To be honest, it is not so easy to convince Arab Monetary Fund or France or UK people, particularly in money. They won't be convinced. And so we have to show them that when I'm giving you an application, so I have to make sure who is giving, what is his passport ID or a Thai ID, how much he send me. And nowadays, extra feedback, why I am sending money, that is, honestly speaking, I'm sorry to use here, these digital money transactions will reduce the crime activities or terrorist activities in the future. That is a major phenomenal thing which we have to accept it. So who is sending money, why he send, where he send from, even a GPS in future, but not now, but in future they will have a GPS location also where he is sending. So those are all the things UPI is developing. Almost like more than 20 countries are accepting and they are using for a regular trade. Some countries use for their regular transaction, even a shop or a restaurant something. So let us hope it will reach towards all the people. So whenever the global, there is a requirement, people have a solution for it. So let us hope for the best. Yeah.
Thank you for your impressive presentation. Could you please show us the graph, the five-star graph again? Because I'd like to know why these 5 or 6 countries. How about the other ASEAN countries?
Okay, there is no discrimination, but I'm just telling you honestly. These countries can be connected by air, land, and also port. That's it. So again, I'm telling you, again, don't take me as a racist, okay? I always want, as Asia have 59% of population, why we always depend on other currency? That's a simple question. Again, I'm telling you, it's not racism. It is making sure that if you have a product, why you are using other currency? For example, if your father is a carpenter, if my father is a carpenter, why should I hire another carpenter to repair my own house? Very simple logic. So I am a farmer basically. If I need a work in my field, first I will go. If I couldn't do, then I will go for another farmer or another labor. So these countries, again I'm telling you, ASEAN is very transparent. I'm very, very jealous about ASEAN sometimes because they reduce all their transport exercise fees. They reduce all their harbors exercise fees. Again I'm telling you, the same thing which I told TAT. Harbor exercise farms, harbor exercise languages are still a problem around Asia. So we are not exporting our products. So when I say the rice is from Thailand, I have to make sure what is the certificate behind it. When there is a diamond which I get from Thailand, I have to make sure what is the certificate behind this, who is certifying and who is accepting it. These countries already accepted many things. Again, I'm telling you, even though when you see India and China, they do a lot of political exercises, but they didn't stop their businesses. They always open to the business all the time. So still some goods they are not allowing, some goods they are allowing, but make sure which one is allowed. We need a government index. So these goods I will allow from this particular country. And I write Philippines and Myanmar in a side because still we have to connect a lot of these things. I'm not connecting all these in this country. Still we have to find out what is the exercises to be done in Philippines, what is the still some exercises to be done in Myanmar. All these are already coming into a partnership, but still we need some exercises and we cannot accept everyone. Luckily Europe, US, Australia, so they are all having a lot of changes in the world. And again I'm telling you, when I meet a lot of my friends from US, lot of friends from Australia, lot of friends from Europe, when they say, we didn't buy because of this reason. They buy a lot of things. When they go to airport, they didn't know whether they allow or not. So we have to say, in Chiang Mai also we have to say, this goods you cannot take in airport, we will send to you by air flight or a DHL or any other parcel services. We should make sure we are giving all those informations. So only I'm mentioning these countries, they have a clarity. You believe it or not, South Korean and Japanese, they always ask this question, whether this is allowed in airport or not, whether this is allowed in harbor or not. They ask immediately. But India and China, we are not asking these questions when we are going for shopping. We just go to airport. There is a problem in airport and we have to throw some time. I didn't want that to be happen. That is what I told. Digital transaction and also harbor transaction and also airport exercises. We have to make sure all these things are very clear, not only in one language, at least 5 or 6 languages, in every harbor and every airport. So I'm just trying to do that. I'm not only connected, this is a visible connectivity, but nowadays, global village, anyone can go anywhere. Not an issue. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kapankap. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
So, thank you, Dr. Siva Shankar, for your special lecture. And right now, on behalf of the Faculty of Economics and the Center of ASEAN Study, Chiang Mai University, I would like to request Assistant Professor Ajahn Nisit Panthamit to come here and say thank you.
Thank you. This is one of the product that I'm so proud, and the other student from my China economy. I also promote modern economy of India for the next semester already to the senior level. And I'm so proud to be just like a small portion to link the huge country like India, to link with the nations among the regions, ASEAN regional cooperation. So this topic will be based on India-ASEAN economic cooperation, but I would like to say that the friendship is much better than cooperation. So it's because of this come to the end of our seminar earlier. So I also get very surprised, but actually very a good friend of mine. He also assistant to the president of Chiang Mai University to come and give the closing ceremony and say a few words to this seminar. Please welcome Assistant President Dr. Ponchai, please.
Consulate of the Consulate General of India. It is a pleasure to see you as giving a lecture here. It's a very honor to see you here. And I think you not remember me. I think 2 years ago we walking toward the Suthep temple together. Be very tired at that time. But anyway, it was a great experience to walking with the consul. Okay. And Dr. Nisit is a very surprised person. He always come to me at the last minute, and then you have to give the closing remark. So, I mean, okay. But anyway, as an experience with working with Dr. Nisit, it's always been like that. We've been working on research together on ASEAN's country. We've been in Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, Thailand, and China. And part of that, we seem to be very considerate about India's leading country. And upon our research together for almost 2 or 3 years, we've seen a lot of development together within Southeast Asia. However, we've seen the major developments, very, very major development in India as well. And I think this is the part of our, ideas of the purpose of objective of the university, that we have to be part of India development as well. So that's why Chiang Mai University as a hub, as Dr. Siva mentioned, we want to be a hub of Thailand as well, not only in Bangkok. And toward that, Chiang Mai University is part of Northern Economic Corridor policy. And by that point, if we can do, Chiang Mai University will set the policy toward that development policy. And of course, we would like to be part of, we would like to invite India to be part of that development as well. This is the overview. However, altogether, I would like to thank you, all the lecturers, especially the consul, to give the lecture here. And I think India, as the, I'd say, leading country, not only developing countries anymore, it's the leading countries in Southeast Asia, and I think hopefully in Southeast Asia as well, to be part of our cooperation on toward the sustainable development together. And I think we have to go together as the Asian country all together. Thank you very much indeed. ขอบคุณครับ
That's the end of our seminar today. I would like to say thank you to Assistant President Dr. Ponchai, and also give a big proud to Nong Name and Nong Nick, okay, for the moderator job. It's a product of India since high school. Yeah, that's what I have. Thank you very much. And we have lunch on the upper floor, but we have a box set of the food line up and in front of this room. So thank you very much and enjoy your lunch. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, sorry. We have the evaluation form. Please say some of the few words. We have love and love for this show. Okay. Please. Thank you. Okay. Can we get the evaluation and get the lunch box? That's what the mandatory things. Okay. Name, thank you very much. Okay, Nikki as well.